Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Let's go. Let's do this. Ready, we're ready. 25. Rip right. Check 9. Check it backer. Check. Shit. Got it. Shit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On the toss, it's Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Buying time to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. 20. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll... Wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ran,
On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
36, 30, 21.
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Airing this one out for Evans. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Ryan, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Nifty move. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. From the 17, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Just keeping the play alive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They run. It's Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 23 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas, and the Cowboys have added on to their lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He'll find Miller. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I...